then is not an act, but a habit. In other words, we are essentially the sum of our repeated actions, while most of us tend to underestimate our daily habits. A cup of coffee in the morning, a book before sleep, or simply a few minutes of reflection on our goals are the small bricks that build the larger wall of our lives. Good habits will lead you to the pinnacle of success, while bad habits will gradually pull you down into the abyss of failure. If you want to become the best version of yourself, then you must definitely start cultivating good habits today. This is a special video that will help you immediately establish good habits for yourself. Save it and share it with your friends, those who may not yet understand the greatness of daily habits. We want you to listen and reflect on two people, two habits, and two destinies that follow. Habits determine a person's destiny. Good habits create a great person. Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison is one of the greatest inventors in history, with over 1,000 patents. However, his success was not the result of innate talent, but primarily derived from his habits of hard work, perseverance, and constant creativity. His unyielding work habit. Edison often worked 18 hours a day, even sleeping in his laboratory to save time. He believed that every problem has a solution if one persists in searching, experimenting, and never gives up. This continuous work habit helped him overcome thousands of failures to create world-changing inventions such as the electric light bulb, the movie camera, and the phonograph. Patience and creativity when experimenting to create the light bulb. Edison failed 10,000 times, but he did not see this as failure, rather as 10,000 steps closer to success. It was his habits of patience and creativity that allowed Edison to keep experimenting, discover new methods, and ultimately achieve resounding success. Edison is a living testament that good habits can transform an ordinary person into a great one. of hard work and perseverance helped him overcome all difficulties and challenges to become a symbol of creativity and dedication. Without those habits, Edison would have been just an ordinary electrician, and the world would likely never have been illuminated by his light bulb. Bad habits turn talent into worthlessness. Charles Bukowski is a famous writer known for his deeply realistic works. But his life was a long series of years slipping away into bad habits and self-destruction. The habit of addiction, Bukowski spent most of his life in bars, heavily addicted to alcohol, and living a hedonistic lifestyle. An hedonistic lifestyle. Despite his innate writing talent, his addiction wasted decades of his life without allowing him to complete any works. Instead of leveraging his talent to write and create, Bukowski chose to drown himself in drunkenness, a life of debauchery and lack of goals. But he only began to seriously write after turning 50, having lived a life full of regrets and self-destruction. Bukowski is a prime example of how bad habits can ruin a talented person. Had he managed his habits earlier, he might have left a much more substantial literary legacy. Bad habits not only squander precious time, but also gradually render a person worthless no matter their talent. Both Edison and Bukowski share common traits. They both had talent and a strong passion for their fields. But habits determine their destinies. habits of perseverance and unrelenting work became one of the greatest inventors in history. In contrast, Bukowski, with his habits of addiction and a life of indulgence, left behind a life full of regrets and missed opportunities. Habits are not merely small actions repeated daily. They're the factors that shape a person's destiny and value. Choose your habits wisely, for they will be the bricks that build your future. The two stories about Thomas Edison and Charles Bukowski clearly illustrate that habits possess the power to determine a person's destiny. This challenges the notion that each person's fate is predetermined. In reality, our fate is not something fixed, but rather it is created by the very actions and habits we build each day. The outcomes of Thomas Edison and Charles Bukowski showcase the power of habits. Thomas Edison, he was not exceptionally intelligent from a young age. On the contrary, Edison was once underestimated by his teachers and forced to leave school. If Edison believed that his fate was failure due to those remarks, he might never have become a great inventor. However, Edison chose the habit of persistent study and experimentation despite repeated failures. It was this habit of relentless work and creativity that led him to world-changing inventions. Edison wrote his own destiny through the maintenance of good habits. hedonistic lifestyle. These bad habits shackled Bukowski's potential for decades, preventing him from fully realizing his capabilities. As his life drifted away in drunkenness, Bukowski's fate became dire and unstable. Only when he began to abandon bad habits and focus on writing did he achieve success, albeit very late. Habits are not merely repeated actions, they are the factors that shape one's character and attitude towards life. A good habit fosters discipline and patience, helping us remain steadfast in the face of difficulties and challenges. Conversely, bad habits diminish willpower, destroy confidence, and plunge us into a spiral of stagnation and failure. Destin, with his habits of perseverance and creativity, became a symbol of dedication and success. He proved that individuals can control and change their destinies through daily habits. Bukowski also once said, "Find what you love and let it kill you." But he was unable to do this for most of his life due to the bad habits that held him back. When he finally changed his habits, he became a famous writer, but sadly, time was no longer on his side. Many people believe that destiny is predetermined and that individuals cannot change it. However, this viewpoint is not entirely accurate. Destiny is merely the result of the choices we make and the habits we cultivate. Edison might have lived an ordinary life if he accepted the not smart enough fate assigned to him by his teachers. Conversely, Bukowski could have forged a much more illustrious of the three kingdoms there. Both possess unique talents and qualities, but their fates are completely different, primarily due to their habits and lifestyles. Yosi was known for his exceptional literary talent. He was regarded as a genius in poetry and composition, which led Kaukai to hold affection for him and hope that Kauzi would succeed. However, Kauzi had a bad habit that caused him to lose the trust of his father and the court. I had a sadistic lifestyle, lack of discipline, and heavy drinking. Instead of cultivating himself to become a wise leader, Kauzi often drank excessively, even neglecting important tasks. This lifestyle not only caused him to lose credibility, but also made Kaukai doubt his son's leadership abilities. Despite his talent, the inability to control his bad habits resulted in Kauzi missing the opportunity to lead the way state. The most famous incident illustrating Kauzi's indulgence was the 7 Steps poem. When Kaukai, now the emperor, demanded Kauzi compose a poem within 7 steps to demonstrate his talent, but in reality, it was to mock and humiliate his brother. In contrast, Kaupai's steadfast, cautious, and aware of maintaining his image. Although his literary talent could not compare to Kauzi's, Kaupai had good habits that helped him become a respected leader. Kaupai always approached everything seriously, from his lifestyle to how he treated others. And he often dedicated time to learning, managing the court, and cultivating the qualities of a leader. Thanks to his determination and disciplined lifestyle, Kaupai gradually gained the trust of Kaukai and the officials in the court. Ultimately, when Kaukai passed away, was more beloved. It was cow pie, who was chosen to succeed him, becoming the first emperor of the state with an emperor. So, KOZ and cow pie clearly demonstrates that habits can determine a person's destiny, and even with exceptional talent, if one does not know how to control and cultivate oneself, bad habits can easily destroy all opportunities in future. Kauji had the potential for leadership, but allowed his drinking habits and hedonistic lifestyle to hinder him, causing him to miss the chance to lead an empire. In contrast, Calliope, though lacking extraordinary literary talent, achieved the throne through his cautious habits, disciplined life, and continuous preparation for the future. This shows that good habits not only help you control your personal life, but also build trust and respect from others, which is a crucial factor in gaining power and success. Looking back at Cao's story, we see that if a person cannot manage themselves well, they will struggle to manage an organization, a country, or even an empire. Cao's hedonistic habits reflect the lack of discipline and responsibility, causing him to lose not only Cao's trust, but also the credibility to persuade the court officials. Meanwhile, Calliope, with his steadfast and serious habits, demonstrated his leadership abilities. These habits not only helped him become a respected leader, but also allowed him to build a solid dynasty from the very beginning. The stories of Calliope and great figures like Thomas Edison and Stephen King all illustrate one key point. Habits are the decisive factors that shape a person's destiny. Regardless of whether you have innate talent or a prestigious background, if you do not build and maintain good habits, all your abilities and potential may go to waste. Changing habits, best way to change life and destiny. So how can we change our habits? We will present specific solutions for you in this video. Stephen King, one of the most famous writers in the world, once struggled with alcohol addiction and substance abuse. In the 1980s, King frequently wrote while drunk, even forgetting what he had written the night before. Although he had succeeded with many works, these bad habits nearly destroyed both his career and personal life. His family, friends, and he himself suffered the negative consequences of this indulgent lifestyle. However, one day King decided to change. After almost losing his family due to his alcohol addiction, he chose to quit drinking and completely change his habits. Instead of drinking and writing unconsciously, King established a new working routine. Each morning, he would wake up early, dedicating at least 3 hours to writing while sober and focused, and then spend time with his family and on his health. This change not only helped him overcome his addiction, but also allowed him to maintain a sustainable and successful writing career to this day. From Stephen King's story, we can clearly see that habits not only affect daily life, but also determine a person's destiny. If King had not changed, he might have remained a writer trapped in addiction, losing both his talent and family. But thanks to his determination to change, he not only salvaged his life, but also created a series of classic works like The Signing, It in Misery. The habits of each person, whether good or bad, have the power to shape their lives. Bad habits like laziness, procrastination, or substance abuse will gradually pull a person down into the abyss, no matter how talented or potential they may be. Conversely, good habits such as waking up early, working with a plan, and taking care of one's health will help us unlock our full potential and achieve great goals. Changing habits today is essential if you want to take control of your life. Start with the smallest things: waking up earlier, reading every day, exercising regularly, or planning your work. These changes will help you improve gradually, and over time they will produce surprisingly positive results. Remember that destiny is not predetermined. You can change it through your actions and habits. Stephen King did it, and you can too. Changing habits is a challenging process, especially for those with a conservative personality, as they often feel safe with familiar things and are hesitant to change. However, there are some basic and effective ways to help even the most conservative individuals start changing their habits. Use the 2-minute rule. The 2-minute rule is a simple yet powerful way to start a new habit without feeling overwhelmed. When faced with a large task, feelings of apprehension and procrastination often arise. If you commit to doing it for just 2 minutes, this psychological barrier will diminish significantly. If you want to form a reading habit starting today, set a goal to read just 1 page in 2 minutes each day. In reality, once you begin, you may want to read for more than 2 minutes because the motivation has been activated. The 2-minute rule helps overcome procrastination and creates a natural motivation to continue acting. When maintained over time, those first 2 minutes can develop into 10, 20 minutes or more, gradually forming good habits without great effort. Start with small changes instead of trying to chip big into difficult habit. Break it down into specific, manageable steps. So this helps you avoid feeling overwhelmed and makes it easier to maintain persistence. If you want to adopt a healthier diet, start by adding 1 serving of vegetables to your daily meals. After a week, you could add the habit of drinking a glass of water before each meal to reduce cravings. These small steps help you get accustomed to and easily maintain the changes. For families with young children, this solution may be very effective in forming the habit of eating vegetables in children. Small changes are not only easy to implement, but also provide a sense of accomplishment each time you complete them. The accumulation of small changes will lead to significant and sustainable results. Change your surrounding environment. The surrounding environment greatly influences our behaviors and habits. Changing the environment positively will facilitate the maintenance of new habits. And if you want to focus more effectively at work, tidy up your workspace and eliminate distractions such as your phone or snacks. Or if you want to eat healthily, place fruits and water in visible areas instead of junk food or sugary drinks. Adjusting your environment makes it easier to implement new habits and minimizes tempting factors that lead to bad habits. When your environment supports your goals, you will struggle less internally and find it easier to act. Tracking and rewarding yourself, monitoring your habit change progress, helps you gain a clearer awareness of your advancements, creating encouragement and motivation. Rewarding yourself each time you achieve a small goal generates a sense of satisfaction and the desire to continue. If you are trying to maintain an exercise habit, mark each day you work out on your calendar. After a week of completion, treat yourself to a movie or a favorite meal. Tracking and rewarding yourself reinforces the new habit, creating excitement and the desire to achieve your goals. This helps maintain long-term motivation and prevents you from feeling that changing habits is a burdensome task. Seeking support from loved ones. Share your habit change goals with family and friends to receive encouragement and supervision. They can remind you and help you get through difficult times. These methods prove that habit formation does not dawn innate abilities or cognitive skills. Habits are not something only talented or gifted individuals can do. Instead, they are the results of conscious and planned repeated actions. This indicates that habits are not a natural factor but can be entirely built and changed by anyone, as long as they have sufficient persistence and determination. Many people often think that habits are the results of instinct or natural ability, but in reality, habits are not something we are born with. They are the results of behaviors that are repeated over a long time. This means that anyone, regardless of their abilities or starting point, can build and change their habits. Habits are formed from repetitive behaviors. Habits are the results of the behaviors we repeat daily. The human brain is designed to create habits as a way to save energy and make life easier. When we repeat an action multiple times, the brain gradually forms neural connections to remember the behavior and perform it automatically. For anyone can form new habits by repeating the behavior long enough until it becomes part of their daily life. If you are stressed with work and life pressures and you can't find a solution for inner peace, you might try to establish a meditation habit. Initially, you decide to meditate for 5 minutes each morning. This could simply be sitting quietly, focusing on your breath, or observing the thoughts flowing through your mind without judgment. At first, you might find it difficult to keep your focus or feel that 5 minutes is a long time. After a week or two, once you are accustomed to sitting in meditation for 5 minutes, gradually increase the time to 10 minutes or more. This persistence helps your brain and body gradually acclimate to the meditative state, and you begin to feel tranquility and peace from within. After about a month of consistent practice, you will find that meditation has become an essential part of your morning routine. And if one day passes without meditation, you may feel a sense of absence or restlessness. So this indicates that meditation has become a natural habit that helps you maintain calmness and focus throughout the day. And habits do not depend on ability or instinct. Ability or instinct only influences the speed of habit formation, not whether a person can establish a habit. A person with good athletic ability may find it easier to develop a workout habit, but that does not mean someone without that ability cannot build this habit. A person who is not good at math can still establish a habit of studying math every day. Although they may face difficulties at first, over time, regular practice will help them gradually improve their skills and find math learning easier. I will share the story of Elon Musk, CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, who is not someone born with innate talent in finance, business, or engineering. In fact, as a child, he was bullied and regarded as a dreamer and eccentric. Elon Musk was not a genius from a young age, but he had the habit of reading extensively, up to 10 hours a day as a child. This habit does not rely on innate ability, but rather on persistence and an insatiable passion for learning. Through continuous reading, he accumulated extensive knowledge in many fields, from science and technology to business. Elon Musk is known for his demanding and high-intensity work schedule, working up to 80 to 100 hours a week. This is not innate ability, but the result of an unwavering work ethic and strict self-discipline. He is willing to work through the night to achieve his goals and lead his companies to success. He has the habit of breaking large goals into specific, detailed tasks. This is not a gift, but an effective time management method that anyone can learn. This habit helps him manage large projects like SpaceX and Tesla, ensuring progress and quality in his work. That Elon Musk once shared that when he started learning about rockets to establish SpaceX, he did not have much knowledge in this field. He spent many hours each day reading about rocket science and learning from experts in the industry. This is not innate talent, but the result of a relentless learning habit and perseverance. Thanks to this habit, he built SpaceX into one of the leading aerospace companies in the world, something many deemed impossible. Thus, habits are not reserved for those with exceptional abilities or innate talent. Anyone, if persistent and diligent, can form and maintain good habits for their own development and success. Habits can be changed and improved. Habits are not immutable. Humans have the ability to change and improve their habits at any time. This is evidenced by scientific research on the brain's plasticity, which shows that the brain can change its structure and function when we create new habits. Charles Duhigg and the habit of eating cookies. Charles Duhigg, the author of The Power of Habit, changed his afternoon cookie eating habit. He realized that he often ate cookies in the afternoon because he felt bored and wanted to spend time chatting with colleagues. After identifying the cue boredom, he changed his behavior by talking to his colleagues without needing to eat cookies. As a result, he reduced his unhealthy eating habits and maintained better health. Habits are the result of willpower and discipline, not innate ability. Anyone can build habits if they have enough willpower and discipline. This is not related to innate ability, but rather the patience and determination of each person. The success of great individuals does not come from innate talent, but from persistence in maintaining good habits. Jake Harrison is a young novelist living in a small town in Maine, always yearning to become a great writer like Stephen King. Despite his grand dreams, Jake is often held back by self-doubt and fear regarding his writing abilities. Each day he struggles with a blank page and feels discouraged because he cannot write what he desires. One day, Jake unexpectedly receives an email from Stephen King with the challenge: write 2,000 words every day, no matter how bad it is. Do you dare? Captivated by this challenge, Jake begins each day by writing 2,000 words. Initially, this is difficult and exhausting. Each word, each sentence feels like a challenge, but he does not give up. Over days, then weeks, Jake perseveres in maintaining his writing habit. Although he feels discouraged, tired, and doubts himself, he still sits down at his desk and completes the goal of 2,000 words each day. Eventually, he finishes the draft of his first novel. Jake realizes that writing is not innate talent, but the result of persistence and discipline. Habits do not depend on innate ability, they depend on will and relentless effort. The story concludes with Jake continuing to sit at his desk, preparing to write the next 2,000 words, proving that success is the result of persistent effort every day. A story of the grind affirms that habits are not the result of innate talent, but products of persistence, discipline, and strong will. Habits are formed and reinforced through repeated actions, regardless of difficulties and challenges. This means that anyone, even without special talent, can build and change their habits through effort and determination. Habits are created from small planned changes. Habits do not need to be created from large steps. They can start from small changes. Small actions repeated daily will gradually form habits. It is important to have a specific plan and track your progress. If you want to form a reading habit, start with 5 minutes each day. After a while, as you get used to it, you can increase the duration to 10, 15, and 30 minutes. These small changes will create a sustainable habit without causing pressure. Habits are not something formed suddenly. They require time to build and reinforce. Creating habits from small, planned changes is an effective and sustainable method that helps you easily maintain and achieve your goals. Here is a detailed analysis of this process. When starting with small changes, you are not overwhelmed or feel burdened. But for example, if you want to establish an exercise habit, instead of immediately diving into high-intensity workouts, you can start by walking for 5 to 10 minutes each day. This small change allows you to adapt easily without feeling pressured, while also creating motivation to continue maintaining the habit. The brain needs time to form new connections that create habits. Small, repeated changes will gradually become automatic actions. A clear plan allows you to know where you are and what you need to do to achieve your goals. Making a specific plan helps you have direction and create small, manageable steps. For instance, if you want to learn a new skill, you can break the goal down into steps such as learning the basic theory in the first week, practicing simple exercises in the second week, and gradually advancing in the following weeks. This plan helps you avoid getting lost and keeps you motivated as you see yourself making progress through each small step. Sudden and drastic changes in habits often lead to giving up easily because you cannot adapt quickly enough to those changes. By starting with small steps in a specific plan, you will avoid feelings of exhaustion and stress. Each small change, no matter how minor, if carried out continuously and persistently, will create significant results. This is the principle of accumulative synergy, where small actions accumulated over time will yield great results that you initially did not expect. Habits are maintained thanks to environment and support. An important factor in building and maintaining habits is the surrounding environment. When the environment is designed to support the new habit, maintaining it becomes easier. Additionally, support from family and friends also plays a crucial role. How many times have you wanted to have a beautiful and healthy body, known the benefits of going to the gym, and wanted to do it only to give up? You tried to train at home, but maintaining regular workouts was too difficult for you. So you decided to sign up for a membership of a nearby gym. The gym environment with modern equipment, professional trainers, and fellow exercisers around created motivation and encouraged you to maintain this habit. Every time you go to the gym, you not only feel supported by the equipment, but also encouraged by those training with you who inspire and share their workout experiences. The support from this environment helped you maintain a regular exercise habit that you had never achieved before. But a person decides to eat healthier to improve their health. However, they find it difficult to maintain this habit because everyone in the family still frequently eats unhealthy items like fried items, high sugar, and fatty dishes. After sharing their intentions, they receive support from the family. Meals gradually change with healthier options like vegetables, whole meats being incorporated into the daily menu. Change in the eating environment and the support from the family have made it easier for them to maintain the healthy eating habit, while also creating a positive environment for the entire family to improve their health together. The above examples demonstrate that the environment and support play a crucial role in forming and maintaining habits. A positive environment with supportive elements will facilitate your ability to maintain habits more easily, while support from friends, family, or the community will provide motivation and encouragement to keep striving and not give up. Building a suitable environment and seeking support are important steps in creating and sustaining positive and healthy habits. Maintaining and developing good habits is essential for achieving a fulfilling and successful life. Good habits not only affect the quality of life, but also serve as the foundation for individuals to achieve sustainable success and complete happiness. Sustaining and developing good habits is a long-term process that requires perseverance, discipline, and strong willpower. Good habits are the foundation of personal development. Every small action we take daily will gradually accumulate into significant results in the future. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is a famous actor and wrestler who consistently maintains a high-intensity workout habit every day, often starting at 4 a.m. In addition to following the strict diet and exercise regimen, he also has a disciplined work ethic, always setting clear goals and committing to achieving them. This helps him not only succeed in his film career, but also become a symbol of willpower and determination. The habit of training and working with the plan allows The Rock to maintain his health, fitness, and mental state at the highest levels. He has overcome many challenges in his career, from being rejected in the field of football to achieving resounding success in WE and Hollywood. Perseverance and discipline in his daily habits are crucial factors that help him develop personally and achieve admirable accomplishments. Good habits help create consistency and discipline. Successful individuals are often those who maintain good habits consistently. Good habits help you build self-discipline, learning to manage and control your actions. Cristiano Ronaldo, one of the greatest football players in the world, is renowned for his strict training habits and high personal discipline. The event of Cristiano Ronaldo refusing to drink soda during the Euro 2020 press conference clearly demonstrates his strict discipline regarding health and fitness. During the press conference, Ronaldo placed the soda bottle down and instead picked up a bottle of water, saying, "Drink water," clearly expressing his viewpoint on choosing what is beneficial for health. Discipline with diet. Ronaldo always prioritizes his health and fitness, which includes maintaining a very scientific and healthy diet. His refusal of soda is evidence of his adherence to nutritional discipline, as sodas contain a lot of sugar and ingredients that are not beneficial to health, especially for professional athletes. Ronaldo believes that the body is the key factor in maintaining a peak career, and therefore he always steers clear of harmful foods and drinks. His actions also show that he is consistent with his diet. Ronaldo is famous for keeping habits throughout his career, from diet to training. He not only refuses unhealthy foods, but also maintains a consistent lifestyle to ensure his body is always in the best condition for competition. This action not only reflects self-discipline, but also sends a powerful message to fans, especially young players. Ronaldo has become a role model for a healthy lifestyle, encouraging everyone, especially athletes, to be more conscious of health care. The incident of Ronaldo refusing to drink soda at the press conference is proof of the discipline for health that he has maintained throughout his career. This good habit has helped him maintain peak performance and continue competing at the highest level even after turning 30, an age at which many players have begun to decline. Habits contribute to mental and physical health. The story of Cristiano Ronaldo illustrates how good habits help this great athlete achieve optimal well-being. Cristiano Ronaldo is famous for his relentless training. Every day, in addition to practicing with his team, he spends many hours training at home, including speed and technical exercise. He adheres to a strict diet, never consuming food or sugary drinks, always ensuring he receives the necessary nutrients to peak performance on the field. However, even more important than a strong body is mental health. Ronaldo consistently maintains habits that care for his mind by getting adequate rest and meditating. He focuses not only on physical strength but also on maintaining a sharp and alert mind amid the pressures of his career and public life. Habits like sleeping 8 hours each night and adhering to a reasonable ritual help Ronaldo maintain focus and the ability to handle situations during the most intense matches. As one of the most watched athletes in the world, Ronaldo constantly faces high expectations and pressure. However, his habit of keeping his mind balanced through rest, relaxation, and concentration methods like meditation has helped him overcome difficult times and maintain confidence and fighting spirit in major matches. Good habits not only help Ronaldo achieve a healthy body and mind, but also build resilience dealing with the pressures and challenges of professional sports. Thanks to the consistency of healthy habits, he can compete at high intensity for many years without being significantly affected by injuries or decline in performance. Good habits help build relationships and communities. Maintaining and developing good habits not only of individuals but also spreads to those around them. Barack Obama, the former President of the United States, is known for his habit of listening and communicating sincerely, which has helped him build strong relationships and foster unity within community. Whether in important meetings or when interacting with the public, Obama always listens to everyone sincerely and shows understanding. He often organizes meetings with various groups in society to gain deeper insights into the issues that concern them. The habit of listening helps Obama understand the needs and aspirations of the people, allowing him to implement appropriate policies that connect the community. The act of listening not only helps him build trust, but also create solid relationships with colleagues and citizens. Effective and sincere communication is a habit that helps Obama maintain connections among social classes and the international community. As a result, he not only achieved political consensus, but also established himself as a respected leader. Though Obama's listening is not merely a communication skill, but also reflects empathy, respect for others' opinions, and the ability to deeply understand issues. This helps him build trust and cultivate good relationships with many, from colleagues and political partners to ordinary citizens. Obama not only listens but also emphasizes understanding others' emotions and perspectives. In meetings or public interactions, he often asks questions to delve into issues, demonstrating that he cares about and values what people share. It creates a sense of closeness and helps others feel heard and understood. Listening helps Obama build trust, not only between him and his colleagues, but also in the hearts of the hearts and people. In international dialogues, the habit of listening allows Obama to absorb perspectives from other leaders while providing sharp and constructive feedback. Therefore, he is often highly regarded as someone who knows how to balance international relations, fostering sustainable cooperation among nations. Good habits help you achieve your goals and sustainable success. Good habits are effective tools that help you achieve your goals sustainably as they maintain discipline, create consistency, and foster continuous development. When we establish and maintain good habits, actions gradually become automatic and require less mental energy, allowing us to pursue long-term goals without pressure or giving up midway. Here is a detailed analysis and illustrative examples of this idea. Personal discipline is a crucial factor in achieving any goal. When you establish a good habit, such as waking up early each day to work or exercise, you cultivate self-control and resist temptation. Good habits create a stable pattern, making it easier for you to complete necessary tasks without struggling with laziness or procrastination. Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO of Facebook, is famous for his habit of wearing clothing every day. This saves him decision-making time about what to wear, allowing him to focus on more important tasks. This habit is part of the personal discipline he builds to keep his life more efficient and maximally focused on big goals. Good habits help you consistently perform small but important tasks with effort. The repetition of small actions gradually accumulates into significant results. When an action becomes a habit, it becomes automatic and doesn't require much thought, helping to minimize mental fatigue and increase efficiency. People with good habits often spend time and energy on trivial decisions, allowing them to on strategic tasks to achieve larger goals. Elon Musk, CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, strictly to a tight work schedule. His high-intensity works and detailed planning for each week help Musk's time wasted on unimportant tasks. Thanks to this time management habit, Musk can achieve significant goals like developing space technology and renewable energy while managing multiple companies. Good habits also maintain resilience and the ability to overcome difficulty. When faced with challenges, if you have good habits like positive thinking and persistent solving problems step by step, you will find it easier to overcome obstacles and continue your journey toward achieving goals. Serena Williams, one of the greatest tennis players of all time, has a habit of training every day, regardless of health conditions or a busy schedule. When faced with injuries and failures on the court, it is her persistent training habit and refusal to give up that have helped her overcome difficulties and win many major titles in her career. Good habits help improve self-confidence and self-esteem. Good habits enhance self-confidence and self-esteem because they help build discipline, achieve small goals, and thus create a sense of satisfaction with oneself. When we maintain good habits, we not only feel proud of what we have accomplished, but also develop confidence in our ability to control our lives and achieve success. When you maintain good habits like waking up early, exercising, or completing tasks on time, you cultivate personal discipline and feel more confident in managing your time and actions. Every time you complete a small goal, such as finishing a workout or reading a book each day, you feel satisfied and proud of yourself, creating a sense of accomplishment that enhances self-esteem. The consistency in good habits also helps you make continuous progress, and when you see positive results from your efforts, your confidence is gradually reinforced. When facing difficulties, good habits help you overcome challenges sustainably, further increasing your trust in your abilities. Additionally, good habits such as exercising, eating healthily, and getting enough rest help you feel positive physically and mentally, which significantly contributes to improving self-esteem. It is through discipline, continuous progress, and the ability to overcome difficulties that good habits help you develop solid self-esteem and confidence in life. Michelle Obama, the former First Lady of the United States, is a prime example. Before becoming a symbol of confidence and success, Michelle established and maintained a series of good habits that helped her achieve significant accomplishments in her career and personal life. She always maintained the habit of exercising daily, regardless of her busy schedule. She often starts her mornings with physical exercises such as running and gym workout. Her maintained strong physical health and energy. Thanks to this habit, Michelle feels confident about her body when facing pressures from her public role. She also maintains a healthy eating habit, which not only helps her keep a balanced figure but also enhances her mental health, enabling her to handle work more effectively. Michelle Obama's personal discipline is also reflected in her habit of working hard and persevering. Before becoming First Lady, she was a skilled lawyer and a community leader. She always kept the habit of reading and learning every day, which not only helped her continuously develop knowledge, but also created confidence when facing significant challenges in her career and life. These good habits have helped Michelle Obama develop strong self-esteem and the ability to overcome difficulties in life. Thanks to her exercise habits and health management, she always feels confident in herself. Her perseverance in work and constant learning has helped her achieve solid success and become an inspiration for millions around the world. Your habits determine your destiny. The things you repeat every day, whether good or bad, shape the person you will become in the future. Small habits like waking up early, reading, exercising, or learning something new can create significant changes and open the doors to success. Conversely, if you continue to maintain negative habits, they will pull you down and prevent you from achieving your true potential. So, what are your habits? Are you repeating things that bring you closer to your goals? Take a moment to reflect. What habits are you building? And do those habits lead you to where you want to go? Remember, you are the one who can change your destiny, starting with small daily actions. Share with us, which habits do you want to change to get closer to success? Comment below and let's grow together. Beacon of Ancient Insights is the place that brings you profound philosophies from great thinkers, helping you become wiser every day. Don't forget to follow the channel so you won't miss out on the next valuable videos, and share with us the habits you want to change to get closer to excellence and success. Comment below about the habits you are building, and let's develop together. Aristotle, the great ancient Greek philosopher, said, "We repeatedly do. Excellence is not an act, but a habit." In other words, we are essentially the sum of our repeated action. Most of us tend to underestimate daily habits. A cup of coffee in the morning, a book before sleep, or simply a few minutes of reflection on our goals are the small bricks that build the larger wall of our lives. Good habits will lead you to the pinnacle of success, while bad habits will gradually pull you down into the abyss of failure. If you want to become the best version of yourself, you must definitely start cultivating good habits today. This is a special video that will help you immediately establish good habits. Save it and share it with your friends, those who not yet understand the greatness of daily habits. We want you to listen and reflect on two habits and two destinies that follow. Is determine one's destiny. Good habits. A great person. Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison is one of the great inventors in history with over 1,000 patents. However, his success is not the result of innate talent, but primarily derived from his habits of hard work, perseverance, and creativity. His unyielding work habit. Edison 18 hours sleeping in his lab saved time. He believed that problem has a solution if one persists in searching, experimenting, and never gives up. This continuous work habit has come through failures to create world-changing life-changing inventions such as the light bulb, movie camera, and the phonograph. Patience and creativity. When experimenting to create light bulb, Edison failed 10,000 times. Did not see this as failure, rather as 10,000 steps closer to success. It was his habits of patience and creativity that allowed Edison to keep experimenting, discover new methods, and ultimately achieve resounding success. Edison is a living proof that good habits can transform every person into a great one. His habits of hard work and perseverance helped him overcome difficulties and challenges to become a symbol of creativity and dedication. Without those habits, it would have been just an ordinary electrician, and the world would likely have been an illuminated light bulb. Bad habits turn talent into worthlessness. Charles Bukowski is a famous writer known for his deeply realistic works. But his life was a long series of years slipping away into bad habits and self-destruction. The habit of addiction. Bukowski spent most of his life in bars, heavily addicted to alcohol, and living a hedonistic lifestyle. Despite his innate writing talent, his addiction wasted decades of his life without allowing him to complete any works. Instead of leveraging his talent to write and create, Bukowski chose to drown himself in drunkenness, a life of debauchery and lack of goals. But he only began to seriously write after turning 50, having lived a life full of regrets and self-destruction. Bukowski is a prime example of how bad habits can ruin a talented person. Had he managed his habits earlier, he might have left a much more substantial literary legacy. Bad habits not only squander precious time, but also gradually render a person worthless no matter their talent. Both Edison and Bukowski share common traits. Both had talent and a strong passion for their fields, but habits determine their destinies. Edison, with his habits of perseverance and unrelenting work, became one of the greatest inventors in history. In contrast, Bukowski, with his habits of addiction and a life of indulgence, left behind a life full of regrets and missed opportunities. Habits are not merely small actions repeated daily. They are the factors that shape a person's destiny and value. Choose your habits wisely, for they are bricks that build your future. The two stories about Thomas Edison and Charles Bukowski clearly illustrate that habits possess the power to determine a person's destiny. This challenges the notion that each person's fate is predetermined. In reality, our fate is not something fixed, but rather it is created by the very actions and habits we build each day. The outcomes of Thomas Edison and Charles Bukowski showcase the power of habits. Thomas Edison, he was not exceptionally intelligent from a young age. On the contrary, Edison was once underestimated by his teachers and forced to leave school. And if Edison believed that his fate was failure due to those remarks, he might never have become a great inventor. However, Edison chose the habit of persistent study and experimentation despite repeated failures. It was this habit of relentless work and creativity that led him to world-changing inventions. Edison wrote his own destiny through the maintenance of good habits. In contrast, Bukowski also had a special talent for writing. But instead of cultivating habits of creativity and productivity, he chose to drown himself in alcohol and a hedonistic lifestyle. These bad habits shackled Bukowski's potential for decades, preventing him from fully realizing his capabilities. As his life drifted away in drunkenness, Bukowski's fate became dire and unstable. Only when he began to abandon bad habits and focus on writing did he achieve success, albeit very late. Habits are not merely repeated actions, they are the factors that shape one's character and attitude towards life. A good habit fosters discipline and patience, helping us remain steadfast in the face of difficulties and challenges. Conversely, bad habits diminish willpower, destroy confidence, and plunge us into a spiral of stagnation and failure. Desson, with his habits of perseverance and creativity, became a symbol of dedication and success. He proved that individuals can control and change their destinies through daily habits. Bukowski also once said, "Find what you love and let it kill you." But he was unable to do this for most of his life due to the bad habits that held him back. When he finally changed his habits, he became a famous writer, but sadly, time was no longer on his side. Many people believe that destiny is predetermined and that individuals cannot change it. However, this viewpoint is not entirely accurate. Destiny is merely the result of the choices we make and the habits we cultivate. Edison might have lived an ordinary life if he accepted the not smart enough fate assigned to him by his teachers. Conversely, Bukowski could have forged a much more illustrious career if he had given up his addiction habits earlier. Another famous story from the Three Kingdoms period in Chinese history is the tale of Cao Zi and Cao Pai. Cao Zi and Cao Pai are the two sons of Cao Cao, one of the most powerful figures of the Three Kingdoms era. Both possess unique talents and qualities, but their fates are completely different, primarily due to their habits and lifestyles. He was known for his exceptional literary talent. Cao Zi had a bad habit that caused him to lose the trust of his father and the court. A hedonistic lifestyle, lack of discipline, and heavy drinking. Instead of cultivating himself to become a wise leader, Cao Zi often drank excessively, even neglecting important tasks. This lifestyle not only caused him to lose credibility, but also made Cao doubt his son's leadership abilities. Despite his talent, the inability to control his bad habits resulted in Cao Zi missing the opportunity to lead the way state. The most famous incident illustrating Cao Zi's indulgence was the Seven Steps poem. When Cao Pi, now the emperor, demanded Cao Zi to compose a poem within 7 steps to demonstrate his talent, but in reality, it was to mock and humiliate his brother. In contrast, Cao Pi's steadfast, cautious, and aware of maintaining his image. Although his literary talent could not compare to Cao Zi's, Cao Pi had good habits that helped him become a respected leader. Cao Pi always approached everything seriously, from his lifestyle to how he treated others. And he often dedicated time to learning, managing the court, and cultivating the qualities of a leader. Thanks to his determination and disciplined lifestyle, Cao Pi gradually gained the trust of Cao Cao and the officials in the court. Ultimately, when Cao Cao passed away, although Cao Zi was more beloved, it was Cao Pi who was chosen to succeed him, becoming the first emperor of the Wei state Wei Wen emperor. So if Cao Zi and Cao Pi clearly demonstrates that habits can determine a person's destiny. And even with exceptional talent, if one does not know how to control and cultivate oneself, bad habits can easily destroy all opportunities and futures. Cao Zi had the potential for leadership, but allowed his drinking habits and hedonistic lifestyle to hinder him, causing him to miss the chance to lead an empire. In contrast, Cao Pi, though lacking extraordinary literary talent, achieved the throne through his cautious habits, disciplined life, and continuous preparation for the future. This shows that good habits not only help you control your personal life, but also build trust and respect from others, which is a crucial factor in gaining power and success. Looking back at Cao Zi's story, we see that if a person cannot manage themselves well, they will struggle to manage an organization, a country, or even an empire. Cao Zi and his hedonistic habits reflect the lack of discipline and responsibility, causing him to lose not only Cao Cao's trust, but also the credibility to persuade the court officials. Meanwhile, Cao Pi, with his steadfast and serious habits, demonstrated his leadership abilities. These habits not only helped him become a respected leader, but also allowed him to build a solid dynasty from the very beginning. The stories of Hao Zi Kao Pai, and great figures like Thomas Edison and Stephen King all illustrate one key point. Habits are the decisive factors that shape a person's destiny. Regardless of whether you have innate talent or a prestigious background, if you do not build and maintain good habits, all your abilities and potential may go to waste. Changing habits is the best way to change life and destiny. So how can we change our habits? We will present specific solutions for you in this video. Stephen King, one of the most famous writers in the world, once struggled with alcohol addiction and substance abuse. In the 1980s, King frequently wrote while drunk, even forgetting what he had written the night before. Although he had succeeded with many works, these bad habits nearly destroyed both his career and personal life. His family, friends, and he himself suffered the negative consequences of this indulgent lifestyle. However, one day King decided to change. After almost losing his family due to his alcohol addiction, he chose to quit drinking and completely change his habits. Instead of drinking and writing unconsciously, King established a new working routine. Each morning, he would wake up early, dedicating at least 3 hours to writing while sober and focused, and then spend time with his family and on his health. This change not only helped him overcome his addiction, but also allowed him to maintain a sustainable and successful writing career to this day. From Stephen King's story, we can clearly see that habits not only affect daily life, but also determine a person's destiny. If King had not changed, he might have remained a writer trapped in addiction, losing both his talent and family. But thanks to his determination to change, he not only salvaged his life, but also created a series of classic works like The Signing, It, and Misery. The habits of each person, whether good or bad, have the power to shape their lives. Bad habits like laziness, procrastination, or substance abuse will gradually pull a person down into the abyss, no matter how talented or potential they may be. Conversely, good habits such as waking up early, working with a plan, and taking care of one's health will help us unlock our full potential and achieve great goals. Changing habits today is essential if you want to take control of your life. Start with the smallest things: waking up earlier, reading every day, exercising regularly, or planning your work. These changes will help you improve gradually, and over time, they will produce surprisingly positive results. Remember that destiny is not predetermined. You can change it through your actions and habits. Stephen King did it, and you can too. Changing habits is a challenging process, especially for those those with a conservative personality, as they often feel safe with familiar things and are hesitant to change. However, there are some basic and effective ways to help even the most conservative individuals start changing their habits. Use the 2-minute rule. The 2-minute rule is a simple yet powerful way to start a new habit without feeling overwhelmed. When faced with a large task, feelings of apprehension and rise. If you commit to doing it for just 2 minutes, this psychological barrier will diminish significantly. If you want to form a reading habit starting today, set a goal to read just 1 page in 2 minutes each day. In reality, once you begin, you may want to read for more than 2 minutes, because the motivation has been activated. The 2-minute rule helps overcome procrastination and creates a natural motivation to continue acting. When maintained over time, those first 2 minutes can develop into 10, 20 minutes or more, gradually forming good habits without great effort. Start with small changes instead of trying to chip big into difficult habit. Break it down into specific, manageable steps. So this helps you avoid feeling overwhelmed and makes it easier to maintain persistence. If you want to adopt a healthier diet, start by adding 1 serving of vegetables to your daily meals. After a week, you could add the habit of drinking a glass of water before each meal to reduce cravings. These small steps help you get accustomed to and easily maintain the changes. For families with young children, this solution may be very effective in forming the habit of eating vegetables in children. Small changes are not only easy to implement, but also provide a sense of accomplishment each time you complete them. The accumulation of small changes will lead to significant and sustainable results. Change your surrounding environment. The surrounding environment greatly influences our behaviors and habits. Changing the environment positively will facilitate the maintenance of new habits. And if you want to focus more effectively at work, tidy up your workspace and eliminate distractions such as your phone or snacks. Or if you want to eat healthfully, place fruits and water in visible areas instead of junk food or sugary drinks. Adjusting your environment makes it easier to implement new habits and minimizes tempting factors that lead to bad habits. An operation we painted by. When your environment supports your goals, you will struggle less internally and find it easier to act. Tracking and rewarding yourself. Monitoring your habit change progress helps you gain a clearer awareness of your advancements, creating encouragement and motivation. Rewarding yourself each time you achieve a small goal generates a sense of satisfaction and the desire to continue. If you are trying to maintain an exercise habit, mark each day you work out on your calendar. After a week of completion, treat yourself to a movie or a favorite meal. Tracking and rewarding yourself reinforces the new habit, creating excitement and the desire to achieve your goals. This helps maintain long-term motivation and prevents you from feeling that changing habits is a burdensome task. Seeking support from loved ones. Share your habit change goals with family and friends to receive encouragement and supervision. They can remind you and help you get through difficult times. These methods prove that habit formation does not depend on innate abilities or cognitive skills. Habits are not something only talented or gifted individuals can do. Instead, they are the results of conscious and planned repeated actions. This indicates that habits are not a natural factor but can be entirely built and changed by anyone as long as they have sufficient persistence and determination. Many people often think that habits are the results of instinct or natural ability, but in reality, habits are not something we are born with. They are the results of behaviors that are repeated over a long time. This means that anyone, regardless of their abilities or starting point, can build and change their habits. Habits are formed from repetitive behaviors. Habits are the results of the behaviors we repeat daily. The human brain is designed to create habits as a way to save energy and make life easier. When we repeat an action multiple times, the brain gradually forms neural connections to remember that behavior and perform it automatically. For anyone can form new habits by repeating that behavior long enough until it becomes part of their daily life. If you are stressed with work and life pressures and you can't find a solution for inner peace, you might try to establish a meditation habit. Initially, you decide to meditate for 5 minutes each morning. This could simply be sitting quietly, focusing on your breath, or observing the thoughts flowing through your mind without judgment. At first, you might find it difficult to keep your focus or feel that 5 minutes is a long time. After a week or two, once you are accustomed to sitting in meditation for 5 minutes, gradually increase the time to 10 minutes or more. This persistence helps your brain and body gradually acclimate to the meditative state, and you begin to feel tranquility and peace from within. After about a month of consistent practice, you will find that meditation has become an essential part of your morning routine. If one day passes without meditation, you may feel a sense of absence or restlessness. So this indicates that meditation has become a natural habit that helps you maintain calmness and focus throughout the day. Habits do not depend on ability or instinct. Ability or instinct only influences the speed of habit formation, not whether a person can establish a habit. A person with good athletic ability may find it easier to develop a workout habit, but that does not mean someone without that ability cannot build this habit. A person who is not good at math can still establish a habit of studying math every day. Although they may face difficulties at first, over time, regular practice will help them gradually improve their skills and find math learning easier. I will share the story of Elon Musk, CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, who is not someone born with innate talent in finance, business, or engineering. In fact, as a child, he was bullied and regarded as a dreamer and eccentric. Elon Musk was not a genius from a young age, but he had the habit of reading extensively, up to 10 hours a day as a child. This habit does not rely on innate ability, but rather on persistence and an insatiable passion for learning. Through continuous reading, he accumulated extensive knowledge in many fields, from science and technology to business. Elon Musk is known for his demanding and high-intensity work schedule, working up to 80 to 100 hours a week. This is not innate ability, but the result of an unwavering work ethic and strict self-discipline. He is willing to work through the night to achieve his goals and lead his companies to success. He has the habit of breaking large goals into specific, detailed tasks. This is not a gift, but an effective time management method that anyone can learn. This habit helps him manage large projects like SpaceX and Tesla, ensuring progress and quality in his work. Elon Musk once shared that when he started learning about rockets to establish SpaceX, he did not have much knowledge in this field. He spent many hours each day reading about rocket science and learning from experts in the industry. This is not innate talent, but the result of a relentless learning habit and perseverance. Thanks to this habit, he built SpaceX into one of the leading aerospace companies in the world. Something many deemed impossible. Thus, habits are not reserved for those with exceptional abilities or innate talent. Anyone, if persistent and diligent, can form and maintain good habits for their own development and success. Habits can be changed and improved. Habits are not immutable. Humans have the ability to change and improve their habits at any time. This is evidenced by scientific research on the brain's plasticity, which shows that the brain can change its structure and function when we create new habits. Charles Duhigg and the habit of eating cookies. Charles Duhigg, the author of The Power of Habit, changed his afternoon cookie eating habit. He realized that he often ate cookies in the afternoon because he felt bored and wanted to spend time chatting with colleagues. After identifying the cue boredom, he changed his behavior by talking to his colleagues without needing to eat cookies. As a result, he reduced his unhealthy eating habits and maintained better health. Habits are the result of willpower and discipline, not innate ability. Anyone can build habits if they have enough willpower and discipline. This is not related to innate ability, but rather the patience and determination of each person. The success of great individuals does not come from innate talent, but from persistence in maintaining good habits. Jake Harrison is a young novelist living in a small town in Maine, always yearning to become a great writer like Stephen King. Despite his grand dreams, Jake is often held back by self-doubt and fear regarding his writing abilities. Each day he struggles with a blank page and feels discouraged because he cannot write what he desires. One day Jake unexpectedly receives an email from Stephen King with the challenge: write 2,000 words every day, no matter how bad it is. Do you dare? Captivated by this challenge, Jake begins each day by writing 2,000 words. Initially, this is difficult and exhausting. Each word, each sentence feels like a challenge, but he does not give up. Over days, then weeks, Jake perseveres in maintaining his writing habit. Although he feels discouraged, tired, and doubts himself, he still sits down at his desk and completes the goal of 2,000 words each day. Eventually, he finishes the draft of his first novel. Jake realizes that writing is not innate talent, but the result of persistence and discipline. Habits do not depend on innate ability, they depend on will and relentless effort. The story concludes with Jake continuing to sit at his desk, preparing to write the next 2,000 words, proving that success is the result of persistent effort every day. The story of the grind affirms that habits are not the result of innate talent, but products of persistence, discipline, and strong will. Habits are formed and reinforced through repeated actions, regardless of difficulties and challenges. This means that anyone, even without special talent, can build and change their habits through effort and determination. Habits are created from small planned changes. Habits do not need to be created from large steps. They can start from small changes. Small actions repeated daily will gradually form habits. It is important to have a specific plan and track your progress. If you want to form a reading habit, start with 5 minutes each day. After a while, as you get used to it, you can increase the duration to 10, 15, and 30 minutes. These small changes will create a sustainable habit without causing pressure. Habits are not something formed suddenly. They require time to build and reinforce. Creating habits from small, planned changes is an effective and sustainable method that helps you easily maintain and achieve your goals. Here is a detailed analysis of this process. When starting with small changes, you are not overwhelmed or feel burdened.